Hi, welcome to My Crafty Life. Today we are going to be making this beautiful gift that can be used for a baby shower. This item has a lot of beautiful items that have various little sayings on them for a new baby. Some are personalized with the baby's name, but all of them are perfect as a gift for a new mom and dad for their new baby. This item is perfect to give as a gift for a baby shower, um, or for someone that is starting a business and wants to sell these items. So today I'm going to be showing you how I make each and every one of these items that you see in this gift here. So we'll start out by weeding out the designs that are going to be on each of the items here. I have already pre-cut every one of the designs, so you'll just see me here weeding out the designs so that we can get them pressed onto every one of the items that are in the gift. So you'll see that I'll be using various types and colors of vinyls. You'll see that I'm using some glitter vinyl, some regular heat transfer vinyl. I'll be using some foil vinyl in various different colors. For all of the color vinyls that I'm using in different types, I will be using the same temperature. We'll be using my Cricut Easy Press to press these designs just to make it easier to access for the video. And I'm just going to take you along while I go through this process. When I was thinking of a gift that I wanted to take to this baby shower, I am always a little bit extra. I like to give personalized items, and I saw this option a while back and I've always wanted to make one. So I thought that I would just gather up a bunch of personalized, um, you know, onesies with her name on it, but then I also wanted to put some cute little items, some cute little sayings on them. So I went on to Creative Fabrica. I have a membership, and they have some of the cutest little designs on there for any occasion. All of the designs that are on there are for commercial use, so any design that you download, you can sell whatever you put those designs on. So that is perfect for anyone that is going to be selling their designs. So it's my go-to for everything. You can, of course, come up with your own designs and put them on the onesies or whatever it is that you're creating, but I like going there because everything is already created. I just go and download them into my program and I just cut them, so it's a lot easier, especially when you're pressed for time and you need something very quickly. Everything just came together very beautifully, and I just really enjoy the process. I enjoy the process of weeding. Sometimes it can be a little aggravating, but it is kind of relaxing when you're going through and you're pulling out all the little pieces. When everything cooperates, of course. Some of the vinyls you'll see as I'm going through were a lot easier to weed than others. I think one of the ones that was glitter, it was hard to weed out than others, but some of them were a lot easier. Like this one was one of the ones that was very, very easy to weed out. This is the one where you'll notice in a few moments I actually pulled out the middles of the letter H's and the L's, and this is where I realized that I shouldn't have taken those out, but you'll see me put those back there in the end so that I can make sure that when I press it on the shirt it has the right part so that you can read it correctly. But you'll see me do that in just a few moments. But just wanted to mention that one of my favorite regular heat transfer vinyls is going to be the Caesar Easy Weed. I feel like it is the easiest that I've used. Of course, I haven't used a ton of different brands, but that is my favorite brand to use because anytime I cut it, no matter if I'm using my Cricut or my Silhouette, I feel like it is the easiest to weed, and it has always been my favorite. So that is just my favorite that I enjoy using because it always works flawlessly no matter which one of my machines that I use it on. But this is the part where you'll see me just adding the the little pieces back, and now I'm just weeding out the name that I'm going to be adding. I thought this was one of the cutest little designs, and I thought it would be really cute if I took the hello my name is part and then just added her name in a different color vinyl. I just thought it turned out really cute, but you'll see it in the end, of course. um, this idea I feel like is really good, especially if you're going to be going to a baby shower, or want to give it as a gift to someone, even if they're not having a baby shower. But I feel like this is a really good idea if you are someone that has a business and wants to add something to offer. If you are a person that sells personalized items, there's a lot of work that goes into this, but of course you'd want to price it accordingly. This is something I personally am thinking about offering to sell. I just don't know for sure how much I would sell it for, because there are so many elements involved. I would have to do some research on that and look at what I spent on everything, but you could offer it in, like a smaller version, medium, large, type 1, depending on how many items you want to add into it. Of course, with this one, I did kind of add a lot because this is for someone that I'm very good friends with, and this is actually going to be for my godchild. So I added a lot of items into it, but I think this is a really good item to offer. And the good thing about it is you can personalize it according to what your client would want. If there's a theme, if there's color themes, whatever they want, you can personalize it accordingly. You can add other items to it depending on, if they just want clothing items in it. You'll see at the end, I actually put other items in the bottom of it, other than just clothing items. So you can actually put other things in it as well, other than just clothing items. So I was able to fit a lot of items in it. And what I used to put all of the items in is actually one of the 12 by 12 scrapbook paper holders. I got it from Michael's. It's meant to hold 12 by 12 scrapbook paper. And I actually use them in my craft room to organize some of my materials, but it actually is really good for this project as well. And then, of course, after the baby is born, you can use it to put different things in it as well. So it's a dual purpose because it can definitely be reused after the baby is born or whatever. So it's not something that has to be thrown away after. So it's definitely something that can be reused. So I do like that part of it. It's not something that has to be thrown away like a gift bag. It's something that will have a purpose later on as well. So you'll see how we decorate it and everything there at the end, but you'll just kind of see me going through my processes of getting all of the designs ready, so that we can get them pressed here shortly. There are a total of about 7 onesies that we'll be putting designs on, and there's a total of 6 of the bibs that we're going to be putting designs on. So once we get done getting all of the designs weeded, then you'll see me going through and pressing the designs on all of the items, and then we'll put the box together in the end. So stick with me until the end so that you can see how we go through that process of getting everything prepared so that we can see the end product. I'll show you how I put everything together, and then we'll do a final reveal. All right, so we are getting close to the end. So now we are just cutting off our design that we're going to be putting on the top of the container that we're going to be using to put everything in. So I'm just going to start trimming off just the edges of my transfer tape so that I can just make it a little bit smaller so that we're not so that we don't have so much leftovers here. So you're just going to see me trimming that off so that we can get this prepped so that we can get it transferred over to our container. So we're going to get this transfer tape applied. Sometimes it can be a little tricky when you're getting a piece of transfer tape onto a bigger item. But what I like to do is I like to just peel off a smaller portion of the transfer tape first instead of the entire part. And I just like to kind of line it up and just do it little by little. What I usually will do is just kind of use that scraper and just kind of scrape up little by little. It wasn't working as good for me here. So what I end up doing is just kind of lifting back that piece and just kind of pulling back and then just kind of smoothing it over. That worked for me better here. The other method works for me a little bit better when I have smaller designs, but this method did work for me better here, and everything ended up working out perfectly fine. So I'm just kind of going over and smoothing out because there were a few bubbles there and a little bit of crinkling, but everything did end up transferring out perfectly fine. Just get the back burnished really well just to make sure that the letter transfers over to that transfer tape perfectly. All right, so we're gonna make sure we clean off the surface first with a little bit of alcohol. Wipe that off really good so we can get any oils. There was a piece of tape on it, or it was a label on it, and I did put a little bit of heat on it to get that label off of it first prior to the video. So I did get that off and then putting that alcohol on it did make sure to get any leftover residue off. I did forget that I had that crown that I needed to get adhered, so I did want to go ahead and do that first as well. So now we're going to get started. Just kind of make sure that we have it kind of in the middle, burnishing it up a little bit more. There were still just a few spots that had some areas where it wasn't completely laid down. Alright, so now we just want to kind of get it as centered as we possibly can. I did make this letter a little bit larger than I should have. I should have measured it, but I was eyeballing it in the design. But everything did still turn out well. But I should have measured it first. I was just thinking, oh, the box is for 12 by 12 scrapbook paper. As long as I don't make the design, bigger than 12 by 12, I should be fine. I should have made it a little bit smaller because I didn't take into consideration the crown that I wanted to put up there. But I did end up just layering it, and it did work out perfectly fine. But if I had made it a little bit smaller, that would have worked out a little bit better, but this still works. Just trying to make sure that I get it as smooth as possible. I'm trying to avoid bubbles as much as possible. And then we do have the name that we're going to put in that little space, in the little bar in between the A. I think the pink and the gold go well together. I think those colors match so well. They're so cute. I know when I had my daughters, and they're 13 and 14 now, this type of stuff wasn't as popular then. So I would have loved to have had something like this for my daughters when they were born. So I just think personalized items are the cutest. Like, I love things with my monogram on it, with my name on it. Of course, my daughters, they don't like things with their names on it because, you know, they're too old for that now. Let them tell it. But I love making personalized items. I love using, you know, my Cricut and, you know, all the items that I have to be able to make things for people. I love making gifts. I love making things for myself. I love making gifts for family. I love trying to find ways that I can offer things to make for my business. Um, it's just fun to me. It's relaxing to be able to craft and make things. Like, I love to make something that's blank, that's nothing and boring, and turn it into something. It's just, I just enjoy the creative process, and just seeing this just brings joy to me. So it's just exciting. Now, here you will see me putting this on. At first, I started out by using the towel, and then I decided I didn't want to do that. So you'll see me use the towel the first time, but then I decided that I did not want to use the towel after that. And then I also brought in my Teflon sheet to use in between to avoid any staining as well and burning. So yeah, the first one, I don't know what I was thinking. But yeah, you do want to, if you have a Teflon sheet, to use that just to avoid, if there's anything on your press, it will help to avoid that. Alright, so just one more press just to make sure. I don't know why I was moving it around there, so ignore that part. I don't usually use the Easy Press as often. I usually use my big press. And I did want to just make sure that there was even heat and pressure on everything. But everything did press evenly, and everything did turn out really well. I did go back and check everything. So the design did press evenly on all of the items. And isn't that the cutest? Alright, so now we're just going to get the rest of the items cut or pressed. So now it's time to assemble everything. So let's get everything folded neatly so that you can see the design of each one of the items from the outside of the container. So you'll just see me folding neatly so that you can see each of the designs. I'm going to fold it in such a way so that when it's closed, you'll be able to see each and every design on every one of the onesies, as well as each one of the bibs. Once everything is folded, we're going to get them lined up neatly so that it is presentable, so that it looks nice from the outside, so that when you open it, there's a big wow factor. So I know you can't see me, but on the side there, I'm just getting everything folded. So we're going to get everything inserted neatly. So first we have the onesies all in there. So there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So there's 6 onesies there over to the side. And then next we're going to put all of the bibs in there. And the hardest part was figuring out the configuration because there's other items inside. This is what I meant when I said that you can put other items on the inside of this. So even though you're putting the onesies, the bibs, the clothing items in here, you can also put other items in there. So I was able to put pacifiers in there, headbands, some other little like mittens, socks, other little like essential items that a new parent would need. This was going to be like her picture outfit or going home outfit. And then this is the final product. Isn't it lovely? You'll see in there the little pink item. I did off camera decide that I wanted to make her a blanket. So the pink at the top right is a blanket that I made off camera, just like on a whim last minute. I decided that I want to make her a little blanket. So I did find a blanket at the store, and I just added her name with some glitter vinyl. So I added that in there at the last minute, just as a little extra wow factor. So you'll just kind of see me showing all of the designs, all of the items that are in there. So that's her cute little blanket with her name on it. That's her little going home outfit or picture outfit, and then all of the other items that I have put inside that she'll be able to enjoy as well. I think this item is perfect for a new parent. There are lots of other goodies in here. You don't have to put all the other items in there. I think it is perfectly fine without it, but I did just want to just give her some filler items. I had purchased a lot of items for gifts, and I didn't want to give her a gift bag, and I needed somewhere to put these items. So I decided that I did want to just go ahead and put these items underneath it, just because it didn't take up any additional space. But thank you all so much for watching this video with me. I hope that this gives you some inspiration for a gift to give someone, or if you are someone that is looking for some personalized things to offer to sell, I hope this gives you some inspiration. As always, thank you so much for watching this video. I hope you will like this video and subscribe to watch other videos with me in the future. Thank you.